Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel ufotologic.org. It is Friday the 21st of August, and I'd like to show you some footage from my holiday house about 65 kilometers outside of Oslo. As you can see, there's some activity around the sun here. Not just a little, a lot. This is a part of the Star Wars that's actually going on up there. It seems to be without any pause. It's a continuous battle going on up there in well, can't really say it's space. I would say it's more like inside our atmosphere, or maybe at the border. So I'm gonna skip some parts here a little bit and get to the interesting stuff. Yeah, I guess it starts getting a little interesting here. Okay. I want to give you my view on this everything here, people. There's no reason for me to hold back my thoughts and beliefs of what we are actually looking at here. I believe everything you're looking at right now is more or less filled up with infrastructure, all kinds of different buildings. Can you see here? See here? Down here. More or less everywhere. For example, here is a hangar for UFOs. Got a big space outside. It's a very, very complicated disguise methods that they use. It's so far ahead of us that we, or everybody except me, actually have no idea what they are actually looking at. But you will find out sooner or later. Just a matter of time before we have to give in to my to what I believe is not just believe. I'm convinced that I have at least a part of the truth, and it has to do with the sun, or a double sun, two suns, and a sun which is not the sun. Okay, I guess we're getting now a little closer to the action here, so I'm going to leave it running like a little slow. You can see the fireworks here, people. It's not just a little. These are orbs that's flying around here. Orbs. Orbs are entities, interdimensional beings from a higher dimension. Some say the 9th dimension. I can't verify that or debunk it. They are very powerful beings, and I have had the opportunity of photographing them many times, but I actually never caught them properly on video like I'm doing now lately. Actually, the only orb that you can see all the time here is this one. This is an orb. It seems to be moving back and forth, more or less staying there stationary. All these others, here's the situation, people. I believe this is a portal to another dimension. It is stuck on the outside of this big planet, or whatever it is. It can be a big planet, or it can be a giant spaceship. This thing here are actually power cables, so don't think about that. Okay, so this is supposed to be our sun, but now look at this long tail after here. Look at this. See that? It's connected to this. This is exactly how many of the old cultures depicted Nibiru and Planet X. We must try to differentiate here, people, between Nibiru, which is a planet, and the sun of that planet, and the planetary system that goes with it. It's I believe it's 5 or 6 different planets. One of them is the sun. Is a sun, and this is that sun. But it is not really a sun. Somehow they have managed to hide our own sun. I will explain later how they did that. I will just comment on what I'm looking at the moment. Here you can see more infrastructure. You can see this the same step pyramids and hollowed out caves and all that. You see that it's the same thing everywhere. Also, it has like a very sinister. They have like a very sinister looks on everything. Looks like it looks demonic. Let's face it. That's what it looks like. And you can, if you see now all these rings, these are kind of some kind of force field, and you can also see it's a tunnel. Things are coming in and out of this tunnel, this portal, and the orbs and the white ones there, they are actually they are attacking the things that's coming in. So this portal works both ways. It can you can get out or you can come in. So this is what the space war is all about. They're trying to stop all these evil entities coming into our reality. So the saying of the Illuminati scum, hide it in plain sight, hide everything in plain sight. And it's a good advice, because people are so used to seeing the clouds that they actually don't really think about it anymore. So it's a perfect way of hiding yourself up there in the clouds. Well, actually, I'm not sure if there are any clouds here at all. I believe this is some kind of substance that they put on the outside of the spaceship. Some kind of plasma-like material. I don't know. I don't think we have anything like that here on Earth. Pretty cool. Look at this. See how it looks like, dragons or whatever. Not hard to see that the old. Maybe this is that woman they've been talking about. Maybe a woman running or something. Of course, here you see more caves, and this is the typical things that you find everywhere. On the sun, on the moon, on spaceships, well, you find it absolutely everywhere. It seems like there's been a civilization, and not only here. Let me show you now. We got these houses and everything here on the sun, also. I believe actually this is arguably where the palace of Satan. There's no doubt about this. These are buildings. I have many photos also showing this very clearly. And they are crystalline cities. Some kind of crystal. So this is how you would depict some kind of funnel, right? Some kind of gate or portal, whatever you want to call it. These rings around it like energy fields, right? In different vibrations, so we got different lights, and these orbs these light beings, also known as light beings. Some call them angels also. They are very powerful beings. They can They can manifest in more or less any shape or form they like. So they can actually appear in the sky as absolutely anything. Like a plane or a helicopter too. It's true, people. I have videos showing that too. I think I have video on everything you'll ever need to know. So, quite a bit of activity here. So things are really going down as we speak. They really look like dragons this end, don't you think? You know, these old Sumerians or Aztec or Quetzalcoatl. That's one of these dragons of the Aztec. The feathered serpent. I don't know if it's a feathered serpent, but it sure looks like some kind of a dragon. Eh? What can we say about this? Or this? Look very dragon-like, don't you think? With horns and everything. Head hair, lungs, neck hair, arms and tail, right? But they are all structures. They're all structures. They could also be some kind of illusion, some kind of hologram. Maybe they set up for the fake alien invasion that we are all expecting. And this looks very UFO-like. This one. But as you can see, there's a lot of battles going on. And this war has been going on for, well, actually, for a few decades. In fact, many thousands of years, actually, because this is not the first time they've tried to evict the elite and their alien colleagues trying to take over Earth. That's what they're doing. Yeah, I know how it sounds, people. But you kind of believe it when you go into and watch a movie in the theater, right? And you just let it all slide, and oh yeah, of course, you feel this is real. But this is real. Look at this. You got all kinds of infrastructure here, okay? Look at this. See it? What you should do is take some screenshots and then zoom in and see if I'm right. I am right. Anyway, there's supposed to be a light source called the sun here, yeah? Which I call the portal down here then. But there's no light coming from this portal. The light is actually coming from this white area here. See that? That's where all the light comes from. And from down here, so. What does that mean, people? Well, first of all, it means that our sun is not around. If it's blocked out, or if it's whatever's happened to it, I don't know. Maybe they managed to move it. They have the technology to do that. And then they have replaced it, with the old switcheroo. Let's just change the sun and nobody's gonna notice. Well, nobody has noticed except me, and I can prove everything I'm saying. I want to show you some more infrastructure. Can you see it? Just notice this now. You will see it like everywhere. Notice this. See here? And often you will see step pyramids. That's like the usual. Just like they built down here on the, like the Inca or Aztec or many other cultures. They lived and made the step pyramids, all kinds of pyramids and terraces, and see here, see here. It's the same building techniques. These are probably the ones who taught the Indians how to make their pyramids and different structures. And the same goes for many other civilizations. For example, in Ukraine, they found some really awesome pyramids. In Bosnia, they have now found, I think it was Bosnia, maybe the biggest pyramid in the world, hidden under a lot of soil and vegetation. Anyway, look at these strange constellations, right? We know there's infrastructure everywhere, and they don't have the same architecture as we don't do down here on Earth. Maybe due to the fact that they are levitating up there. If they are indeed inside our atmosphere, or if they are, free floating out there in space, I'm not really sure, but I don't think it's very high up. We know the planes fly at about 10,000 kilometers. If I'm not wrong, about 20,000, 25,000 is where you're beginning to get close to space. I may be wrong about that. I just felt it was correct. So please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, again, I want to show you where the light is coming from. Coming from this white substance that you see all around here. That is in kind of backing up the fake sun here with light. And I guess heat too. So what we do have is actually two suns. One giant sun here, and then the small one posing for a sun here. And that is the sun of Nibiru, the Nibiru system. I believe it's 6 planets altogether, including that sun, which is not the sun, and absolutely not so big. We have the same constellation now, people, as we had, like, I guess about 10,000 years ago, something like that, maybe 12. It is probably very much like 26,000 years ago. Thing is, every 26,000 years we make one rotation in our galaxy, a full rotation. That means, and when we do that, we pass some very, very strange places in space. And that's why we have all this phenomena right now, because we are at this very special place. Okay, so let me shift to the next video here. I guess I'll call it quits there.